Spin a room. Go.
And we are on the air. There you go, YouTube's picked it up. We are on the air. A few minutes earlier than expected. Today we are going to be flying the legendary Ford Trimotor, which is an American aeroplane from the mid-1920s designed by Henry Ford, believe it or not. You can read about it in the description. It pioneered aviation as it was the first all-metal aeroplane. Yes, before this, aeroplanes were built out of a combination of woods and fabrics and metals. This was the first one to be made completely of aluminium, corrugated aluminium, believe it or not. The airport I'm taking off from today is Biggin Hill in the UK. It's coded, I believe it's EGK, something like that. I'll have a look at it. This plane also is not equipped with autopilot. I believe right now we can rotate. This was built in the mid-1920s, but by 1929-1930, sales had dried up and they weren't really that popular anymore. But this has the credit of being one of the world's first airliners. And yes, it's called the Trimotor because it has 3 engines, 2 on the wings and 1 in the front. And I'll say something pretty unique about it in a minute. It concerns gauges, if you don't know already, that is. It was built by a division of the Ford Motor Company called the Stout Metal Airplane Co. William Bushnell Stout had started up a company making Trimotors and other airplanes before this, but Ford bought them out and started producing this airplane, which is based on one of his designs, but it's revised to be much better and be much more efficient than Stout's design. This also has what's known as a Johnny brake, which I'll show you that later. Johnny is just American stand for like a handbrake. I've just got a message in the chat, let's just have a look at that. No, it's nothing. Just one of our viewers saying hi. This really issued in like the second generation of the commercial airline, and the first generation was like the Vickers Vimeo flew last night. The second generation is this, and the third generation is out of the Douglas DC-2 and the DC-3, which will probably be flown by me in the future too. 4 viewers, eh? I'm just climbing to altitude. This thing goes to about 15,000 feet. I'm not sure what sort of implications you might have up there about the engines or being able to breathe yourself. I feel like this plane feels happy at no more than 5,000 feet. Do you mind not calling me that?
Calling you up.
I've got 3 viewers.
Yeah. What did I call you?
Just calling me derogatory names all day.
I put you in there.
That's derogatory.
See the outside of the plane?
I can't.
You can. Oh, you can't. Maybe the opposite side. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Just stalled it.
No. The Experimental Aircraft Association in America still does heritage flights with these. There's only about 8 airworthy frames left. They're pretty scarce these days. You can't afford to still use them in daily service over DC-3 or anything like that. I'm gonna attempt to trim this now. This trim means to fine tune the controls so it flies level without you touching the stick. Trimming airplanes can be quite difficult. It usually takes about 5 minutes to get the fine tuning done. It's automatic on modern airplanes, but I'm pleased at least you had to do it yourself.
I got that. The speed of them.
If you don't count your airspeed when you're climbing, you don't do that. That's not how you fly.
You did 100 miles an hour?
120.
You make it.
Just having a look around this plane. I'll show you one of the features I told you about, which was something to do with the engine gauges. If you look on this instrument panel here, you see that there's temperature, oil and RPM. That's actually only for the centre engine, the one there with the props you can't see because it's spinning. If you want to look at the left or right engine, the gauges are actually on the ring struts. That's pretty quirky in my opinion, it's on there too. And it's surprisingly readable from the cockpit too. This is your control yoke, which is a bit like a car steering wheel. They didn't really get the design right until years later. There's your Johnny brake, which I'll talk about. You've got your starter switches for the engines down here as well as your lights. Fuel mixture control, magnetos, throttle. It's pretty basic. Here's your trim, which I was just adjusting using the buttons on my joystick. Fuel control for the left and right engines. There's carburetor heat for the left and right engines too.
Who's watching? That's your watching.
And yeah, that's carburetor heat for the centre engine. I'm not sure what those are, those might be primers. And there's a cabin down there, which on planes like this is actually lower than the flight deck itself. And you can see some of the corrugated aluminium in here too. 1920s, 1926, 1929.
President quite used to commercial now.
Well, it didn't have an lavatory, so that'd be a problem for non-flights.
So I just shit out the window.
But good luck trying to get this on a non-flight.
Back out the window.
And yes, it has got conventional landing gear. You can see it's got 2 up front, 1 up the back. Tail drag gear. No idea. You couldn't open the window on this. There's plenty of videos of people flying these on YouTube. Just ignore it, that was just the engine backfiring. It was your nose. You really do try to embarrass yourself. Not an old crate, these are actually very rare. No idea what that is. We have 3 viewers now. 3 people interested in aviation, I'm guessing. I'm turning left here so I can go up in front of the Thames. One of those was a children's TV presenter, the other one was an artist, and the third one was he was a prince. None of those would be interested in aviation.
No, they might be interested in that doesn't matter.
They have a twisted mind. Please no whistling. Whose Twitter account is that?
Mine.
Didn't mention me, did you?
Oh, you lost the viewer. Oh dear.
Audience retention loss happens because of people like you.
I put Robert in that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My brother's got autism. Can't do it. I can't do anything about it. I'm currently going over the QE2 bridge now, which also has the dark tunnel underneath it.
There we go.
Take 2 non.
Get yourself, right, a fighter jet after you've done with this.
I'm not getting myself a fighter jet. This isn't about a fighter jet.
I tweeted it out as Brad Landis what's like.
That was just me launching an empty bottle of water across my studio because it had been placed directly in front of my monitor, obscuring my vision of where I was flying to. That could have gone bad. Ignore anything he says. As I said, he's got autism, can't help it. He makes South Park references like that. He claims to be a good pilot himself. He's not. His landings are so bouncy that I think people would have serious internal organ damage. It's even under the city airport down there. You can just make out the precision approach path indicator lights. We can go to this is what's known as the 2D cockpit, and here we can find some of our gauges. There's our left and right engine gauges, our electrical panel. But in here somewhere we've got this. Oh, it's here. This is a GPS. Well, I've got the GPS off my screen where you can't see it now, but I can see it pretty clearly. So I know where I'm flying to. You don't. You just watch me fly. Get the engine tachometer thing there. I'm actually going to decrease the power of the engine a little bit. Decrease the throttle. Got quite an interesting noise to it. 3 propellers. You can make out the outer arena or the Millennium Dome now as we fly over London. It's pretty much got on standard about I fly these planes over and under while talking about them. I might go somewhere else for tomorrow. Las Vegas, do you think? This plane is about 110, 120 miles per hour when it comes to the maximum speed. It's not as fast as a Douglas. That Vickers Vimy I flew last night hit a peak of 90 miles per hour. Just my brother talking to my dad again, happens all the time, can't stop it, even when I tell him that I'm streaming. You make have the airport there. I'm going to turn to the left. Going to turn to the left to follow the... I'm going to turn to the left to follow the Thames now. You're just going to that's my brother and dad talking to each other. I'm pretty sure they do it on purpose. Yes, you see London Airport down there, the Millennium Dome. You can start making out the there's Canary Wharf down there with one Canada Square in it. The fact I said about it last night that they were one Canada Square and the Financial Centre building in New York were designed by the same person, which is why they both have pyramid roofs on them.
Where are you landing at?
No idea. Yeah, the graphics is a little bit glitchy. That's because this is conversion. That'll use up so much internet I won't be able to stream it. This particular livery says Eastern Air Transport on it. I think that's what they said back in the day, some of them. And I think that's what the modern experimental aircraft association ones have on them. Feels a bit weird flying an American plane in the UK. No thanks. No, you eat that. Pot noodles are awful. None. If I bank to the right here, you can make out the Canary Wharf, and now you can probably see the Gherkin building. Now, I made a revelation about this game a few days ago, and that is there's no SARS building. And the reason why that is because this game... Shard building, like a shard of glass. This game came out in 2006 and that building wasn't built at least until a couple of years later. No. This is not 2012. Or, what makes you think that? This is 2006. You're probably getting it confused up with that weird Microsoft Flight thing they did. You can make out the bridge down there, and there's the Millennium Wheel. Power station over there, probably has a name to it. Turn that off, you'll cause it to echo, and that'll bring down viewer retention if you cause it to echo. Yeah, so if you hear any pops or plosives, that's because I'm not using a pop filter. I've said last night mine broke, and then Boris Johnson shut us all down so he couldn't buy one. Apparently pop filters are non-essential items. Tell you what else is not essential. That noise. You can see the wheel down there. It's hitting a little bit of turbulence here. That's nothing. Is that Battersea power station down there? I think so. Shall we land at Heathrow? Strange, we've had 4 viewers, but no one's really spoken up in the chat yet. You can see there behind me where we've just flown. I didn't put the chat thing in the stream, it's for nothing. I would appreciate some interaction in the chat. Oh yeah, you got multiple fuel tanks in this. You have a starboard and a port tank and a centre tank. See, there's Auschwitz, which tells you we've got plenty of fuel on board at the moment. What? Yeah, it's going to get really interesting in a minute, so definitely stick around. Don't tune out, don't adjust your set or do anything like that. Yes, leave the dial where it is, don't turn it. Just as I said that. Is that cursed or something? We didn't see Big Ben today, or the Victoria Tower, or whatever they call it. As you can see, it is a high-wing monoplane design. Unfortunately, my joystick's not one of the fancy ones with a pivot switch on it. Hello to all my viewers, I'm currently flying my Ford Trimotor. You probably missed all the bits where I've talked about the plane and things like that, unfortunately, but stick around, leave that dial where it is, don't adjust your set, things are going to get interesting. Now, this plane is too old to have a radio on board. This plane's too old to have a radio on board. What it does have, it makes up for it, it's got a portable radio. Here it is, a little portable radio, you see there. What I do want though is the ATC window. We are going to tune into Gatwick, not Gatwick, Heathrow folks. We've got to tune at this first to see what the conditions are like.
All aircraft read back full short instructions. Short instructions. Controller
Okay, let's tune the tower now. I actually don't know what call sign I am, I forgot to set that up. We're going to request full stop and landing.
Tower, Trimotor, November, Charlie 8407, 58 miles east with Mike, November, Charlie 8407, Tower Tower, 5 right, traffic, runway 9er left, altimeter 29er, 9er 2.
Which one is runway 9 left?
Trimotor 407.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and then I'm going to zoom in. Does it say on the runway? Well, there's traffic on one of them. If they say left, I'm gonna say that it is the one that's to the left of me. Are you saying none of the viewers are will?
Yeah, I said from last.
Yeah.
One of them say, when you don't say, but two of them will.
I definitely appreciate viewers. I think I've cut my throttle off a bit too much there, so I'm just gonna give it a throttle. I've got my GPS off the screen where you can't see it, but I can. I'm just going to go quickly zoom that in so I can see. What? Yeah, travel's taken a really big hit because of the whole pandemic situation. I've heard that a lot of airlines are going to be grounding their Boeing 747s and their A380s because they're big aircraft and not many people will want to go onto an airplane after this. Especially of that size, which is like a non-range aircraft that can carry hundreds of passengers with like first, second and third class. Personally, I'd rather go on a cruise ship than an airliner, but that's my opinion. 3. We're going to try to maintain the glide slope here. I'm not sure what the stalling speed of this plane is. Well, there's always someone outside the family watching me. FBI agents. This is not going to be a crash landing. Ah, nice. Welcoming our new viewer. I'm currently coming in to land at Heathrow Airport in my Ford Trimotor. Not sure what's going on with the graphics there. They're kind of glitchy. Sorry about that if you had like photosensitive epilepsy or something. You don't like flashing images. What?
Seriously?
I can't stop a game from producing flashing imagery. That's why they all have them warning stickers, the warnings in the manual. The truth is, it's not about if the game itself contains flashing imagery, but it's about if the game goes wrong and glitches and makes flashing imagery. Yeah, it's because of you! I swear that Bombardier, I saw him taxiing onto this runway when I was coming in about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to turn right a bit, get on the approach path better, get lined up with the runway better. But yeah, as I was saying, aviation's taken a big hit from COVID-19. We got the big airlines spending the flights with their big airliners like the 787, the 747 and the A380. Apparently we're gonna be like suspended for like 3 years. It really is going to take a long time to recover from this. Yeah, I'm trying to maintain about 75 miles per hour as I'm coming in.
Right now, we're going to give you a view and then the whole to get fighter.
But it's after I've landed and shown off the Johnny brake. I hope that Nearjet's not coming in to land. Oh no, this is runway 27 left, not runway 9. Oh no. They're gonna tell me off now for landing on the wrong runway, listen.
Trimotor 407, contact
No,
ground
they
on
haven't actually.
1.7.
They must use runway 9 left and 27 left interchangeably. That's confusing.
Trimotor 407. Heathrow ground, Trimotor, November, Charlie 8407, taxi to parking. Trimotor, November, Charlie 8407, taxi to General Aviation parking using taxiway Sierra, November, Mike. Taxiing to General Aviation parking via taxiway Sierra, November, Mike, Trimotor 407.
Tell your viewers they're going to get a bonus.
Heathrow ground,
I'm not actually going to bother to taxi. Yeah, I'm not actually going to bother taxiing because we're going to have a bonus plane now, which is a fighter jet. I'll just show you the parking brake and actuators there. It's just like a parking brake.
Okay, the one that you can use, you can either use the McDonnell Douglas. What do you want to use?
I'd use the one that's included with it, the
Go on, then,
the
tell me what it can
FA-18,
do.
which is the Blue Angels plane. We'll just have it in, right?
Go.
This plane you're about to see is going to be really fast. I'm not even going to be able to put the throttle up all the way because
Go on, put them all the way. Go.
not in normal flight because it will just tear itself to pieces.
Let it go. I want to see it in full speed.
Let's just zoom out so you can see the cockpit better.
Go. Let it go. Let it go, I think. Let it go. Look at that. Look at that.
The speed's just increasing. It'll probably overspeed in a minute. But I'm not allowed to. Yeah.
Over.
That's just the over G and I'm going off. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18. This can pretty much do like 72,000 feet per minute or something ridiculous.
Level off. Show people the ground. Hang on, let's have a look at the rest of the country.
There you go, we're at about 37,000 feet now.
Let's have a look at the outline of Kent.
See, I'm going to just let it build up speed. It's only at like 170 knots.
Let's have a look at Kent.
It's actually stalling.
Fly to Selby.
Where is that? What direction is that in?
It's like North Yorkshire. So I'll get you sat nav out.
I do. It's on the right. I'm going to have to put in a bit of a nosedive in order to build up some speed.
Let's have a look from the outside. Let's have a look from the outside.
Yeah.
Over. G.
Why does it keep saying over G? I thought it was meant for things like that. not fit for purpose. If I was in a combat situation, I'd totally do that. Doing about Mach 1.3 or 806 knots ground speed, and it's going up.
So hang on. So at the moment,
I'm going over the speed of sound. I'm going faster when my voice goes into this microphone.
at the moment you're doing 1,000.
It's going up.
At the moment
You're doing 900 knots on the ground speed.
At the moment you're doing, right, 1,035 miles an hour ground speed and climbing. Dude, seriously, could you be any faster?
No. Let's just do a turn, shall we?
Over G.
Oh, fly upside down? I can totally do that. A lot of people gotta be tuning into this now thinking it's a Ford Trimotor, not realising I've already done that.
Well, now you're doing...
I'm now doing the 1,000 knots ground speed.
Jesus Christ.
In an
going.
FA-18.
Keep going. There's the wash over there. Show people the wash.
Over G. Over G. Over G.
No, you're
over
losing
G.
ground speed.
Over G.
Get your ground speed back.
That's
Over
because
G.
you're making me turn.
Don't turn.
Even the aircraft doesn't like it. That's why it says over G.
Right, turn back around to straight flight. And we'll see what you can get, right? This is a real aircraft, and in real life it would perform like this, okay?
It's fast, yeah.
And you are currently doing...
I like how for every electronic gauge there's a backup one.
Yeah,
that's
for anybody who doesn't
mechanical.
know, that's the wash. That is actually the wash over there.
I've had...
Yeah. Okay. Stop it from climbing, because you're losing ground speed.
I've had the pleasure of seeing a brand new 2020 Skoda Superb before, and it has a digital display in it like plane.
You are now doing 1,000.
All new cars have it.
Ollie, you are now doing 1,150 miles an hour.
I know that we've just hit 1,000 knots on the ground speed. We are now doing Mach 1.7.
Yeah. Now you're doing how fast are you going?
Look how fast the ground's moving.
Yeah,
We're back down to having 3 viewers now.
Yeah, that's because I stopped watching it. You're now doing 1,190 miles an hour.
Quite impressive, isn't it?
Let it turn. Let it turn slowly.
Small movements on the joystick, that's all you need.
Okay. So you are now...
One thing I like about my joystick is that it's got a nice resistance when it's
Ollie,
easy to move in up
Ollie,
to 4 directions, but
Ollie,
it hits resistance in the 6 directions.
You're now going, okay, let me just see if I can do this. You're now going 1,210 miles an hour.
Pretty impressive.
Is that the outside look of the plane?
Just a contrail. Shouldn't it be making a booming noise right now
You
from the
should
ground?
do, because you're way faster than the speed of sound now. There's Grimsby over there, look, there's Grimsby. No, you're not flying to Grimsby. Fly to Selby. I'm pretty sure you're going to say overspeed. Oh, you're saying overspeed already. Oh, well, they're overspeed.
Oh, is it pulling itself apart right now? Because if I got overspeed turned off.
You are now going. This plane should be faster than that, but you are now going 1,220 miles an hour. Yes. 1,220 miles an hour. Just let that sink in. That's how fast you're going. And you're...
We're nearly halfway up England. So we fly to Ireland, land at Donegal Airport.
No, fly to Selby. Selby International Airport.
How's that international? Oh yeah. Getting confused about airports now. This is the game or simulator, I should rather say, that taught me that there's 2 layers of clouds. It says overspeed, but the aircraft itself is not given a warning about it. Just ignore that, it's my brother again. I can see my GPS on the, but you can't. I've got it on one of my other monitors. That's what I was going to say. I have my GPS on one of the other monitors, so I can see it, but you can't. 1,058 knots ground speed, and it says overspeed, which I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not good. And yes, this can totally fly upside down. Nothing to stop me from doing this right now. Little bit of negative G's involved. Nothing too bad. You can almost hear it from the ground.
Over, G.
Just the planes complaining a bit there about we being too forceful on the stick. I'm not sure how any of this stuff actually works. Oh, we have a chat message. It sounds like a hairdryer. I know, these afterburning jet engines really do have strange noises to them. You can almost hear it from the ground, listen. Don't worry, I've got the Nokia SR71 too, which sounds like a kettle boiling. Yep, I know.
You are doing 1,250 miles an hour or so. Hang on. You want to land it at Red Hill. Where the hell are you? You're like in mid-England.
I'm not in, not at Red Hill.
Well, you can soon get back down there at that bloody speed. Bloody hell.
10 minutes.
What speed? Can you move this so I can see the thingies? Yeah. What a speed you are doing. My God.
We had 5 concurrent viewers then.
Yeah, you are doing 1,220 miles an hour, sorry. That's your speed.
I'm getting some sort of warning up on my, what's this? That's just master caution light. That's just turned on. That doesn't sound good. Land it at Selby, but be careful, they might nick your wheels. The tyres on this are probably not worth £1 million each.
Land it at Selby, but be careful, they might nick your wheels.
There's a reason my Concorde only operated from Heathrow to JFK. Land it anywhere else, you'll find the engine's gone and the landing gear gone. Another one just posted sort of strange emoji that I don't. Oh, I know what that is. That's the dab. Is that that?
I didn't realise Samantha was still watching. I didn't realise you'd held her viewership.
Yeah.
You better thank her for watching.
I do. Yeah, the dab was. It's like a sort of dance move or pose that was popular a couple of years ago. Honest, that's what I think it is. Looks really strange. I have to say right now that I absolutely have a passion against emojis. But that's only my opinion.
Bingo fuel.
What?
What did it just say? Ingensual. Big angel? I don't know. It says that every now and then. This plane, like the cockpit all warning system will say that every so.
Oh man.
Yeah, that happens too. Straight into my microphone with no protection on it. You've probably just broken my expensive mic now.
I bought it.
Now we've got more emojis in the chat. What is it? Is that a monkey with a gun? If it is, that is quite a racist emoji, I have to say. It's like a monkey with a gun. Can you stop whistling, sneezing into the mic?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm nearly in
What
Scotland
on
now.
earth you are coming past the Lake District? You've already gone past Samantha.
Oh, I'll just turn back.
My word. No, don't turn back. Keep going.
The plane just said that weird thing again, in Genshaw or something. The chat's just turned into emoji hell. I have no idea what's going on there.
You've gone past Samantha. You've gone actually
We
past.
have 4 viewers and all they do is just posting things in the chat. Emojis.
You're going at a silly speed. Yeah, really.
We could go to Edinburgh, Glasgow,
Huh?
anywhere.
What do you dive bombs near the ground?
So we go to Ireland, we'll land in Donegal. Oh, you want me to nosedive?
Yeah, go down nearer to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, go down, go. Whoa, look at that.
Bingo fuel.
I think it says that every time it overspeeds.
So you've got 2 arseholes watching. Go, no, go, pull up, Jesus Christ.
Over G. Over
What?
G. Over
Oh,
G.
you're lucky you've got anti-crash on, mate.
Over G. Over G.
What's that? Let's fly a game of. Let's do a game where you fly into clouds. Emoji
Sicko.
madness.
Over G.
Tell you what, right? Take it up to space. Get enough speed. Get enough speed. You got enough speed,
Over
right?
G.
No, I'm
Go.
flying to Scotland.
Go up to space. Go on. Go up to speed. Go up to space. Go up to space.
Okay.
Right, pull up.
I've
Put your
no
fucking
idea.
landing gear up, man.
I've no idea what was
What the hell?
up. It deployed itself.
I'm surprised you crashed in the turn. Right, up to space you go. Come on.
And we have liftoff of the FI-18 rocket ship.
It's not a rocket ship. Yeah. What's your airspeed? What's your airspeed?
Oh yeah. We're still not as high as Concorde went. Concorde was certified to flight level
What's
600.
the airspeed? Right, hang on. You're supposed to go into space.
You said what's the airspeed? I can't go in space.
Yeah, pull up, go.
You actually see the contrail coming out the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now leaving orbit.
Not really. Concorde flew this high. It flew up 60,000 feet. It was certified to flight level 600.
James, internal collision. How can he turn on collision? How the hell can he turn on collision?
I've got it turned off. That's why I'm flying so dangerously.
You know, the usual crash.
Does it say that the engine inlet temp is about minus 56 degrees?
Yeah, you're doing too much of a slow airspeed to go up to space. Ruined it now.
You the one who did that. You told me to do it.
Get it back down and land it somewhere. Land it this airport. Land!
Just rip it apart by doing this. They're not meant to do this in real life. You just fall apart. They'll be finding pieces of you all over Scotland. Oh, there's that guy who survived his SR-71 disintegrating. His friend didn't make it, but he survived it.
What? Hello? No.
The SR-71 could go up to 80,000 feet, and this guy actually fell from the edge of space.
No. Look. Tell what you do, right? Go down to the ground as hard as you can. Get as much airspeed as you can. Pull up and go into space. Right. We have liftoff for 70,000.
Over.
70,000 feet. Here we go. Too much of an angle. Don't go there. Just keep it about 80 degrees. 75, 80 degrees. Okay? Right. Look at the cockpit.
Bingo fuel.
Right. Keep going. Just keep going. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Keep going.
We already passed the height that most
going.
commercial airlines block
Keep
out.
going. Pull up. Keep going. They'll probably stalled out. Just keep going. See where you can get. Oh, look at this.
It's going to stall.
We'll stall in a minute. It won't stall yet. Let's get up there. I reckon you can get to 70,000.
Look at the altimeter spinning like that, mad, the mechanical one.
You're going to get there.
This thing can do nearly 100,000 feet per minute. Yeah, we're only at 60,000.
Yeah, I can see the stars. The stars are appearing
Yeah,
now.
this is as high Concorde went. Someone who went on it back in the day said that he distinctly remembers looking out the window and seeing space.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you see space.
Right, okay, you're going to stall in a second.
And then the
first.
flight attendant will ask you if you want some caviar or champagne.
Look down. You're like 65,000 feet. What the?
Yeah, you can see the curvature of the Earth up here. I really hope Concorde was still flying because if a
Yeah,
flat
wow.
Earther went on it, it would really prove them wrong.
Look how high up you are.
The plane's handling a bit. Yeah, it's stalling.
It will stall. You're up too high. What are we doing?
We are plummeting.
Right. Got it all the way back down. Get a nice airspeed. All the way back down. All the way back down.
Is that the Isle of Man I just saw?
All the way back down.
Yeah.
All the
Oh
way
nice,
down.
5 viewers.
Hello.
Hello, viewer number 5.
All the way back down.
Yeah, you might have missed a bit about the Ford Trimotor, don't worry, because this is going to be a video after this.
Bingo fuel.
We're doing a bonus scene where we play with some crazy fast jet.
Yeah. Right. So, all the way back down. Get to a really nice airspeed.
Yeah, 1,000 knots.
No, more
Over
than that.
G.
I need you to pull
Over
up.
G.
Keep going.
Over G.
Keep going.
Over
No,
G.
you're pulling up too
Over
early.
G.
You're pulling up
Over
too
G.
early.
I didn't want to hit water.
No, keep going. Keep going. Right, all the way up and go into space. Go.
Over G. Over G. Over G.
We're
Over
trying to
G.
see how high
Over
we
G.
can launch
Over
this
G.
FA-18 into
Over G.
space. We're abusing it quite a bit too.
Right, all the way up into space. Right, not too much.
The angle of
Oh,
attack.
man,
Okay.
okay.
My co-pilot's taken the control now.
Yeah, I'll manage the angle of attack.
We've lost the viewer, Tom.
Oh well.
Look
Goodbye.
at the altimeter spinning around. Can you go to the moon? No, sorry, we can't do that.
No, not in this. You can't.
If you want
no.
to go to the moon, you need a rocket. This is just a jet.
This is a fighter jet. This isn't a rocket.
It's a fighter jet.
This can't get up any higher.
Concorde couldn't go to the moon. Concorde went as high as 60,000 feet, not where we're at now.
Okay, here we go. Look at that.
You have to be crazy to think a jet fighter can go to the moon.
Well, we're about 70,000 feet on the edge of space, aren't we here? Deep in the atmosphere.
Yeah. It's the
And
SR-70.
70,000.
The SR-71 Blackbird spy plane could go up to 80,000 feet. And there was one guy who, his one disintegrated
Look at that,
and
look
he
at
fell
this.
out of it and he survived through falling from the edge of space.
Look at this.
He had a parachute and G-suit on him, of course.
Look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. You can
That's
see.
Scotland, and you see the curvature of the earth. Can you go to Manchester? Says James.
Yeah, well, you can see Manchester, for Christ's sakes. No, Manchester's just over there, hang on. We won't take us to get to Manchester at all from here.
We're currently stalling.
Too high up, too high up. Far too high up for the aircraft. So, okay, we'll just fly to Manchester. Here we go. Let's just go down a bit because we're too high.
That makes it go over Teddy.
Look at this thing. US military craft.
Samantha C says LOL, nothing out now.
I'm surprised Samantha's still watching. Didn't think it was a
I
sort
was
of thing.
playing with this fighter jet. And no, you can't use guns on it either. This isn't a combat.
Okay,
thing,
we're flying towards Manchester, and at this speed, I've got to be completely honest with you, it won't take very long, will it?
No.
Zoom into the map a bit.
Yeah, the map's over here.
Yeah. This isn't going to take very long, is it, to get to Manchester? Let's see North Wales there. Well, keep going. Keep going in that line. You'll be in Manchester soon.
I just realised that screen down there is where you do the flaps and everything.
Yeah.
You have to do everything on a bloody computer monitor.
Yeah.
These things are like a computer, that floppy.
We're now currently going about 1,000 miles an hour.
I have no idea what any of this stuff means down here.
Yeah.
That's a clock.
Surprised you've actually had any view of attention at all. I'm surprised that.
Digital display indicator. Oh, display brightness. I got that. Turn off that fly-by-wire and try to land. I don't know if you can do that in this. I think this is fly-by-wire only. It also doesn't appear to do anything.
By the way,
I can sort of key numbers into this. I don't know what that does. Oh, this is a radio system. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's my transponder code.
Yeah.
We can put 7500 into that, but I'm not. There you go. 75155.
You should be over Manchester any minute
That's
now.
my transponder now.
Any minute, like
Oh,
literally,
I've set it back.
Any minute you should be over Manchester, like literally. As soon as you hit the land, you're going to be over there.
What's this menu?
God, you're going about 1,200 miles an hour again.
Beacon? I think that's, I don't know. Off. VOR plates. Transponder code. I have no idea how to operate this expensive machine that I'm currently flying. What's this?
You were over Dumfries and Galloway a minute ago, and now you're nearly in Liverpool. You're flying around at one hell of a speed.
Engine fire suppression. I don't want to do that.
Keep it at that height because it doesn't overheat.
Okay. Radio altimeter.
Yeah.
There's a couple of warnings there. Know what that's about. fuel now, I think. I can turn the screen all the way down on the brightness.
Hang on, no doubt. You're coming up for Liverpool in Manchester.
I can change the contrast of that. I don't know how that's supposed to help. But I have no idea how to... I can turn it off. I have no idea how to operate this weird flying computer thing. Turn off all the switches and try to land. No, I'm not doing that. Probably fall out of the sky.
No.
Bingo, fuel.
I was going to stand down there.
No, keep going. Oh my god, I've just spotted
There's your
something.
throttle. What's this?
Oh
Push.
my god.
Push to jet. I'm not
Ollie?
going to push that because you get to see.
You're doing 1,250 miles an hour. 1,250 miles an hour, Ollie.
Folding wind handle, I'm not going to push
Ollie,
that.
you're
I know
doing-
some of them have folding wings for when they're on an
Ollie,
aircraft.
you are
carrier.
doing 1,250 miles an hour. That is how fast you are now going.
Oh look, I've got a radio altimeter too.
Did you actually hear what I said there?
Yeah. Inoperative. Is that what it's saying? Every 10 minutes inoperative?
I mean, just to put it in perspective, right?
Yeah, not
Now
my...
you're going even faster.
I think that's meant to be our fuel, and I think we've got no fuel left.
Now you're doing... Oh god, you're going even faster.
Yeah, I know I'm descending, that's why.
You're nearly doing 1,300 miles an hour. And you're covering, wait for it folks, you are now covering 21 miles every minute.
What?
You're covering over 21 miles every single minute.
Where should we go to land?
You have been about 15 miles up in the air, and you are covering a distance, well now, of about
look, look at that.
21 miles a minute.
I've got a nice little
Okay?
horizon there, look. I've got 3 horizons. Horizon as in the attitude indicator, not old British cars.
I mean,
Inoperative.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
covering a mile every 3 seconds, dude. You're covering a whole mile every 3 seconds. Seriously. Like mad.
Oh, fuel flow. How long is your knife stream?
That should be over soon.
Yeah, it should be over soon. 6 hours, James said.
No, it's not.
How do I get the stick out of the way so I can push the buttons on that without crashing the plane? I want the horizon back up. That looked really cool, that did.
Bingo, fuel.
I seriously have no idea what the plane is saying to me. These horrible multi-function displays with all the switches on them. I hate them. The Learjet has it too. All the modern planes have it. And this one's particularly difficult to understand. Channel. Is that where I can tune in to an airport? I seriously have no idea how to use this. Next stream should be a glider into Blackpool Airport. I'm doing one hell of a speed. I'm gonna...
Chart 6,000.
Over G. Over G.
I'm going to try and lose some of the speed so I can land. I reckon it. That's the horizon now. The engine's completely off now. Well, I say that, they're still generating thrust. And there's still enough negative pressure on the intake to suck a whole person in. And other stuff. Seriously, don't stand near jet engines when they're running. It won't be good.
I've been waiting here for so long. All this time passed me by. All this
I'm looking for a nearby airport. I think I've seen one.
Why don't you land it down, now.
No music because copyright. I don't know if this has flaps or not. I don't think so. Where exactly am I? I can just look at the code for the airport on the GPS.
Bingo fuel.
Coventry. That's what it says.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Coventry Airport. Will you keep it down, please? He's done that at least 3 times tonight.
You slowed down a lot now.
Yeah. Still too fast to land though.
Nah, you can probably land in a minute. Here it comes.
What, the crash landing?
Here it comes.
Tom's rendition of musical box is awful.
No.
This turn is causing us to lose a nice amount of speed.
No. I think he wants me to go. No.
Bingo fuel.
No.
Approach is easy with this. You just approach the airport from this angle. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's try to avoid that. There's the speed brake in operation there. Like a spoiler.
Oh, he actually landed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's the end of the world as we know it.
No, don't skid. Don't skid. Stop skidding. Bad jet. Stop skidding. Bad jet. Stop skidding. Stop skidding. Bad jet. You crashed into the iOS antenna. No, I've done that mistake before. I avoided it by like 10 feet, if you actually look closely.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, safe touchdown after being 15 miles up, doing approximately 1,300 miles an hour. Quite safely, we have been all the way to Scotland. From, was it Biggin Hill or Heathrow or somewhere? I can't remember now.
Biggin Hill.
And we touched down somewhere. For some strange reason, he sent the plane to Coventry, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm just taxiing to aviation parking at the moment. This is a very easy plane to taxi. I'm not even gonna try to shut this plane down, but I will do one thing. And that is, I'm gonna push that handle that says folding wing handle to see what will happen. If I push this, not that, well, if I push this handle, will it make the wings fold up?
What's that smell?
Oh yeah, look. It makes the wings fold up so you can store it on a
Take it off like that.
No.
Try it. Try it.
Okay.
Try and just take it off like that. Try and just take it
It
off.
makes it really easy to taxi.
Yeah, that's probably what it's for.
We'll try and take it off with the wings folded for storage, and then we'll call it quits then. Oh god. I actually just drifted in a fighter jet. Let's try and take off on the taxiway, shall we? Oh no, there's a guy in a Skyhawk there. No, the wings can't generate enough lift. Oh my god, the noise, it just... No, that was a massive failure. Do not do that. The wings couldn't generate enough lift. All what happened is this.
Oh, is that? They're just on the control.
Take off with the wings. Okay. That's the last we gotta try. Take off with the wings open and then close them in the air. Nope, it won't let me close them in the air. Just won't let me do it. I've no idea what that I just put. Oh no, there's a hook on the bottom of it now. What's that for?
Over, G.
Well, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Be back tomorrow night with